It's Allison Sullivan with Stamp Crazy with Allison. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia, on the west coast of Canada. So welcome. I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late. My computer was not cooperating. So hopefully you have found me. Looks like I'm good in terms of video. I'll just make sure that I'm broadcasting with audio, and then we'll be good. Oh, good, you can hear me. Thanks, you guys. Gosh, I was right on schedule this morning, and then my computer decided. Well, not my computer, Facebook. Mr. Zuckerberg intervened, and my computer would not cooperate with StreamYard. Anyways, good morning, you guys. Hi, I hope you're all doing well this morning. Everything's broadcasting. I can see your names. I can see that you can hear me, so we're good to go. Just going to wait a minute and see if anybody else is going to join us other than Keisha and Mo. Okay, nice day in Vancouver. I hope it's nice where you guys are. Today, we're going to be playing with Dainty Delight, which is in the January to April 2023 mini catalog. So cute. And it has coordinating cardstock. I'm just looking for the page. We'll get that open and ready to go. It's beautiful in TO. Oh, great. Not too cold. I heard you guys had like minus 26 or something. Hi, Golf and Mary. How are you? I haven't seen you on for in a while. I'm glad you were able to join me today. Hi, Diane. Good morning on this glorious day in our little town. Dainty Delight is on page 55. So I'll show you that in a sec when we get started. Just show you what's included. In fact, I think we can actually go get started over there. I think I've got everything organized. It's a little out of sorts because it was not cooperating. So let's go over and here we go. There we go. Okay. I'm going to just turn my other screen here so I can see what you guys can see. And might have to adjust some things because this morning things weren't working. Okay. So Dainty Delight, page 55. So we've got these gorgeous wildflowers, I would call them. And really pretty sentiments. Okay. I'll actually show you the stamps. That might be a little bit easier. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. The really nice sentiments. I'm just going to hold them up a bit. So we've got thank you, celebrate, and then two others. And what I love about three of them is we've got that mixed font. So we've got the script with the, regular font there, which is really nice. I love that when they do that. And what's even better about this is that there are dies that coordinate. Hello, Trisha. How are you? Nice to see you. I haven't seen you on here in a while. Thanks for joining us. So we've got our dies here. So some of them are going to cut out the shapes, right? So you're going to stamp and cut them out. Some are just images that don't have a shape, a stamp that coordinates with it. So pretty. Okay. So we're going to be using that. I've also got, we're going to be using the Designer Series paper from the Celebration catalog. So if you're in Canada, when you spend $60 during February, you're going to be able to select the Dainty Flowers DSP that coordinates beautifully with the Dainty Delight stamps and dies. Let me just show you that paper. Sometimes it's nicer to see it in person. Aren't these gorgeous? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look at those. So beautiful. And then, of course, as always, it's double-sided, and we've got the pretty colors on the back. I love these ones because I am not very good at using watercolor paper and getting that watercolor wash look. I don't have to because it's on the paper, so it does it for me. So love that. So you get 12 by 12s. Okay, and I'm going to put that over there. This stamp set and Dyes, Dainty Delight and Dainty Flowers, is the focus of the February 2023 Border Buddy free PDF. So every month, my partner in the United States, Patsy Wagner, and I, we offer a free PDF that has 6 cards, and we focus on a particular bundle or suite, just so that you can make the cards with just a limited amount of product. So in our PDF, we always include the supplies that you need. And then we've got each card is, you've got a picture, you've got the measurements, and you've got the directions, and you've got 6 of those. Okay, so we're going to make one of those today. Some of the other products that are used in the cards this month are the brushed brass butterflies, try and say that 3 times, and the pastel adhesive back sequins. So some of the cards use these. Okay, so let's get started. I've got a piece of, that paper is so pretty, isn't it, Trisha? It's just gorgeous paper. Now I'm going to make sure, I was rushed this morning because I was having issues, like I said. So I'm just going to bring this down. There we go. That should be good. Okay. So we've got basic black. This is just our regular card front. So we've got 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. So that's pretty straightforward. And then the other product that's used on some of the cards is the Painted Posies 3D embossing folder. Have you seen this? This is in the annual catalog. And sometimes things, we don't see things, right? They get lost in the shuffle. So make sure you check this out in the annual catalog. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and taken a piece of basic white and I have embossed it. And the reason I'm not doing it on camera is twofold. One, you have to use the bigger machine. So the regular size Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And it's kind of awkward in my little space. And I was doing a class last Saturday, and for some reason, when I was embossing, it knocked me out of StreamYard. And so we lost our connection, and that became a bit of a mess. So I don't want to do that either. So I went ahead and did that ahead of time because you know how to do that. Most of you, it's just, you know, putting it in your machine. So now we've got this beautiful piece of basic white. Look at the beautiful embossed image that we get. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. So next, remember these were introduced last year, framed floret dies. So we had these as a sneak peek, but then they came back in the mini catalog. So we've got these beautiful frames and everything that you've used before, or we've seen before. I've seen lots. So I'm going to grab one of the oval dies and I want to cut that out. So let's grab our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss. Now this is the boho blue one. Okay. Good morning, Hazel. And it's really gorgeous. This is a sneak peek of one of the new in colors that's coming in the May annual catalog. But you can add this to your starter kit for stinking good deal during February. And you can select this as one of the items. Isn't it gorgeous? Anyway, I like it. Now we're going to need our cutting plates. Hi, Ellie. How are ya? So we've got our plate number 3. We've got our clear plate. We've got that embossed piece of basic white, and we've got our oval. And we're not concerned about anything other than the inside of the oval. We're not worried about the outside. We're not going to be using it in our project. So it doesn't matter if it doesn't cut that out perfectly. Okay. All right. So there we go. And like I said, we're not worried about that outside, although I did cut it pretty well. I'm going to put that aside and use that in another project. All right. Now, full disclosure, I have not made this card yet. This is the first time that I am making this card. I had everything cut and ready to go, but I like to do it live, take a risk, because I like to see if I can do it based on our instructions and show you how easy it is to do that. Okay. Now that beautiful paper we were talking about, look at this oval. This is actually printed on the paper. And you can cut the designer series paper. So you end up with, I think it's 6 of these. I think, let me just, I don't want to say something that isn't true. But then I'd have to find the paper to show you. But I'm pretty sure it comes to, it's a 12 by 12 piece. And yeah, don't have it. Oh, here it is. It's right here. Goodness gracious. There is a way you can cut the paper. It's really great, where you end up making the most out of your design. So just bear with me while I find that piece so I can explain how to do it. Maybe I don't. Oh, here it is. Okay. I think this is it. Yeah. Okay, so here's the paper. So you end up, by cutting this paper, you end up with 6 of the ovals, and then you get these little pretty pieces in the middle. Okay, so making the most out of that designer series paper. So we're going to be using this. Now this one is cut. Let's just double check. This one is cut to 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay. And then we're going to mount it on a piece of crushed curry, picking up those colors in the paper. And the mat layer is 3 3/4 by 5. So just a 1/4 inch bigger than the piece. Okay, and we're going to hope that, oh, the glue came out. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Okay, so let's just mount that, giving it a nice little focal point. Love that. And we can go ahead and glue that to the front of our card. I love the yellow with the black. I love yellow with gray too. Some of my favorite combinations. Okay. There we go. All right, so we've got that. And then we've got our oval that we embossed and cut. Now I'm just wondering here. I'm just looking at this and I'm just thinking, did she pop this up? Patsy made this card and she likes to pop things up. And I would say she did. Let's do that. So let me grab my dimensionals, of which I have 1,000. But can I find any? Here we go. Ooh, yay. Okay. Let's pop this up. You know, just using different shapes and dimensions and adding that embossed part to this oval makes all the difference, right? It just adds interest and dimension, and then popping it up, of course. Okay, so far so good. So let's set that aside. So I've got some other little pieces here. This is the other side of one of the designer series paper. You can see that it's that Blushing Bride. I'm going to just give this a titch. Oh, hi, Barbara. I'm so glad you caught me live today, too. Hi, Hazel. Yeah, you haven't missed much. You can go back and watch. As soon as I save it, you can go back. Anyway, isn't that pretty? So we're going to use that. And we're just got a piece of Old Olive. Now, we're using some of these fantastic dies. So we want to use, let me just make sure I've got everything I need. We are cutting, have you ever done this? I think we're using this one here, which is the stem. Okay, and then on this little piece, it looks like we're using this more detailed piece. Ooh, I wonder how this is going to turn out. I have no idea. Fingers crossed. Okay, bring in our little mini. Remember, you can get this when you join. Barb, are you going to choose one of the options that comes with the cutting machine, the mini stamping emboss machine when you do your, I know you're looking over your, what you want to put in your starter kit, but have you decided you're going to get the boho or the white? Hi, Gail. Oh, nice to see you. I'm so glad you joined this morning. Hope that you're doing well. Okay, so we've got, isn't this pretty? Is this Queen Anne's lace? What is this, you guys? I think so. I used to know all my flower names in my garden, but you know, I've only got so much capacity in my brain for remembering things. So sometimes I have to let it go if I can't remember. Okay, this one. Oh, this is interesting. All right, so we're going to just poke out these. I guess if I'd known that, I would have run it through probably back and forth, but they seem to be coming out okay. This is what happens when you make a card for the very first time live. But you know what? You gotta be brave, right? Let's take a pick because it'd be a little bit easier to poke these out. Okay, I bet you never thought about using designer series paper to cut out a flower top. You know, sometimes we get caught into thinking, oh, we should stamp that or whatever. So there we go. That's kind of our stem. Let me put this away so I don't lose it. All right, I think that's all the die cutting I need to do. Hi, Janet. Good morning. How are you today? Beautiful day. I keep saying that to all my locals. It's a beautiful day, Lower Mainland. All right, now let me have a little look here. Okay, so now we're going to add some glue. Now, if depending on what kind of glue you use, I prefer the white glue, but sometimes people find this really hard to deal with. If that's the case, you could use an adhesive sheet, which adds glue to the back of your cardstock or designer series paper or whatever you're doing. Now I think I'm going to do that. And I don't like this too long, so I am going to cut off my little stem. There we go. I like it to be on the edge, to be contained. You don't have to. It can go outside. That's okay. All right, and then we're going to glue the little detailed piece that we used from our designer series paper. We're going to glue that to the top. Okay. And just like that, give it some color. Right. So far, so good. Next, let's get a little piece of, let's challenge, I was going to say ourselves, but it's really me. I've got this little piece of crushed curry, 3/4 by 2 inches. Okay. And we're going to choose one of the sentiments. Let's go Celebrate You. Now, I like to put the labels on words. Okay. If I have like this stamp here, I tend to not put the label on them. It's not that I'm lazy. It's just that in days gone by, it was, the labels weren't very good and now they're super sticky, but I do like to do it with the words because, and I can sort of see where I'm going. So what you do is you're going to take the protective kind of wax papery backing off of here. Set this aside. I'm going to take my stamp and I've removed, there's a backing on the stamp. I've removed that too. And then we're ever so carefully going to line this up because we kind of only get one chance. Okay, and then we're going to take that off and then we've got our words. And this is super sticky. Now, I got a story to tell you. Way back in, I don't know, November, I lost a stamp, 2 stamps. I put the labels on. I had a completely clear desk. Put the labels on, blah, blah, blah. I went to use them, not there. I searched high and low. I emptied the garbage 3 times. My husband went through the garbage for me. We looked all over the floor. We looked everywhere. I looked under stamp pads. You know, it was ridiculous. Anyway, I gave up. And I just thought, well, they've gone to, you know, wherever. Yesterday, I was creating boxes. I don't know if you saw that I've got a Skookum deal on goodie, like a goodie bag box that you can, like a mystery boxes I'm selling. And really good deal, just saying, you guys. And I went to cut the designer series paper to put it inside. And lo and behold, my 2 missing stamps were stuck to the paper inside the container. Can you believe it? So never give up. That's my message. Okay, never give up. Okay, Okay, I'm gonna bring this a little closer to me, you guys, because you know my between my eyesight, right? Hi, Mern, how are you? Okay, let's go for it. Celebrate you. Yay! There we go. So I do like to have my labels on the back of my stamps, but I'm going to put them back in my container after I clean it before I just leave them on my desk. Okay, so here we go. Now we want to glue that on. I think it's a little bit, this is a little bit stark. Let's just trim that off kind of at an angle on purpose. And then let's pop that up. Okay. This paper is so gorgeous. Make sure that you, if you like it, make sure that you get it soon because you know they could sell out before the end of February. You never know. There's our card. Okay. We've got our DSP. We've got the dies, we've got the stamps, and then we have also used the pretty, oh gosh, what's the name of this again? Painted Posies 3D embossing folder. I always forget the names. Okay, there we go. So that's our card. So when you make a purchase from Patsy in the United States or me in Canada, we send you the PDF free. Doesn't matter if you buy $10 or $100, you're going to get the PDF. But you may be a demonstrator yourself, or you may be a customer, but you've got your own demo and you want to be loyal to your own demonstrator, which I appreciate. So if that's the case, we do sell the PDF. I have a tutorial store and you can purchase just the PDF. It's $15 Canadian for 6 ideas. So that's an option too. Hi, Keisha. It is pretty, isn't it? Yeah, so pretty. Okay, let me tell you about something really exciting. I have got a class coming up. Let me get my stuff so I can show you. Our next class that Ange and I are doing, our Create class with Ange and Allison, is going to use the Seaside Bay stamps and dies. So pretty. The class is $45. It comes with our goodie bag, because we always like to have a goodie bag, which includes half a package of the fantastic, beautiful By the Bay designer series paper. Look at this. It's just gorgeous. Plus, I don't know if you've noticed this. If you don't have the paper, you wouldn't know, but can you see it shining there on those muscles? So some of the shells have that mother of pearl look. Okay, so there's 12 different designs, and then of course they're always double-sided. You're going to get 24 sheets to play with. So lots to use. Some of them will be in the cards, but you'll have lots left over. You're going to get half a roll of the Balmy Blue and White 1/2 inch variated ribbon. Okay, half a package, so 5 yards. You're going to get a full package of the flat adhesive backed pearls. Okay, we're going to make 4 cards, so you're going to get all the card kit to make the cards with us. We're going to stamp along together on March the 4th on our exclusive Facebook group. If you can't make it live, that's okay. You can join anytime and watch the videos. And you're going to get a PDF with all the instructions, so you can make the cards yourself again. Follow along in the video, and then you'll have the written instructions. Here's the bonus. If you purchase the bundle, so the stamps and dies, we're going to direct ship them to you, which means that we're going to order them right from Stampin' Up! And send them to your door. And we're going to increase the amount of ribbon. You're going to get a full roll of ribbon, and you're going to get a full package of designer series paper. And of course, you're going to get your flat adhesive backed pearls. Okay. So you're going to get all of that. All right. Any other questions or comments? This little card, yeah, Mo, it is fab and it is easy. Look how easy it is. Now, if you really wanted to, you could add some other elements. Like I said, some of the cards in the PDF this month use the Brush Brass butterflies. You could put a few butterflies on if you want, or you could put some rhinestones, or you could put some pastel backed sequins. But I like it just the way it is. I think we've got enough with the embossed image, and then using the designer series paper. I think we got enough going on that card. Okay, but it's everybody's own personal like. Oh, I guess I could show you a couple of cards. Gosh, you guys, I'm really out of it today. I could show you a couple of cards using that By the Bay. Here's one. Love this. Okay. I will be showing you more cards or making a card on Thursday this week because it's the first 2 weeks of the month. And on the first 2 weeks of the month, Ange and I share cards from our upcoming class, like how to make some fun cards. So on Tuesday, she'll be showing a card using the By the Bay. And Thursday, I will be. So look at this one. Isn't that cute? That bird, you guys, is cut right from the Designer Series paper. So fun. Okay, so really pretty. So watch for that on Thursday. And there's our card for today. Let me go over here and rejoin you. Here we are. Okay. Who else is joined? Hi, Cynthia. Somebody popped up. I can't see who that is. There's a comment here that says, yes, popped up. Okay. All right. No other questions or comments, you guys? Any? Oh, if you live in Canada and you want one of my boxes, my mystery boxes, they're $59 Canadian. That includes the shipping, which is $20-something for the shipping. And I'm going to pack it full of tons of retired product. So it is a grab bag. So if you get something that you already own, give it to a friend or maybe sell it yourself. Hi, Stampin' with Patsy. Thank you very much. That's not my Patsy. That's a different Patsy. It's got some other embellishments in there. It's a mix because as I sell out of embellishments, or then it'll you get. Some will get Designer Series paper, some will get envelopes and card bases. There's lots of things that are going to be in it, but you're going to be guaranteed a bundle of some kind. And that could be a bundle of stamps with dies, or it could be stamps with punches, and then 3 or 4 other stamp sets. So it's a really good deal. So it's valued over $200 if you were for retail, and it's $59 Canadian. So, but you have to live in Canada. Okay. All right, you guys. Yes, you have ordered, Barbara, and it's going to be coming to you. I'm getting some of them, most of them ready, the rest of them ready today. I think you placed your order last night, right? So I'll be getting yours ready. Okay, you guys, I will see you next on Wednesday at 3 o'clock. That's my next scheduled live. But this week, of course, I'll see you on Wednesday at 3, and I'll also see you on Thursday at 3. I think it's at 3. Might be at 5. But anyway, I'll see you. Okay, have a great day. Hope it's you can get outside wherever you are. Certainly in Vancouver we can. And have a great week. Oh, somebody, Facebook user. I wonder who that is. I want to say hello to whoever just left me that nice comment. It just says Facebook user. I'll see when it finishes. What you have to do, you guys, if you want me to be able to see your name and you're watching on Border Buddy group, you have to give StreamYard permission for me to see your name. Okay, so that's why it comes up and shows Facebook user. And that's why I say, well, Facebook user. If you don't want to do that, you can just say it's Sally. And then do your comment, and then I'll know who you are. Okay? All right, you guys. So I'll see you hopefully on Wednesday. 3, thanks for joining me today. Really appreciate it. Have a great day and happy stamping.